Hello, everyone. Today, I want to share a story that will inspire you deeply. It's a story of passion, struggle, and an unbreakable will to succeed. It's about a man who rose from poverty to become one of the greatest footballers of all time. You know him as Cristiano Ronaldo, the superstar, the legend, the icon. We see him today living in a world of luxury. Expensive cars, grand mansions, and millions of fans cheering his name. But have you ever wondered how he got here? Have you ever thought about the sacrifices, the struggles, and the heartbreaks behind his success? Most people see the trophies, but few know the tears behind them. By the end of this story, you will understand why Cristiano Ronaldo is not just a footballer. He is a symbol of hard work, resilience, and the power of never giving up. Humble beginnings. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5, 1985 in Funchal, Madeira, a small island in Portugal. Life was not easy. He was the youngest of 4 children in a poor family. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, worked as a gardener, earning just enough to put food on the table. His mother, Maria Dolores, worked as a cook and a cleaner to support the family. Some nights, there wasn't enough food for everyone. His mother would often skip meals so her children could eat. Can you imagine how hard that must have been? But despite the hardships, Ronaldo's parents did everything they could for their children. His father, though hard-working, struggled with alcoholism, which took a heavy toll on the family. Ronaldo loved his father, but often saw the pain it caused his mother. At just 20 years old, he faced the biggest heartbreak of his life. His father passed away in 2005. It was a devastating loss, but instead of letting it break him, Ronaldo used it as fuel. He decided that he would work harder than ever to make his father proud. A boy with a dream. From a very young age, Ronaldo was different. While other kids played casually, he played with a purpose. He played barefoot on the streets of Madeira, using anything he could find as a ball. He would kick rolled-up socks, plastic bottles, even oranges, anything to practice his skills. His friends laughed at him, calling him obsessed. But he didn't care. He had a dream: to become the best footballer in the world. At just 8 years old, he joined a local football team, Andorinha, where his father worked part-time as a kit man. Even at that age, he stood out. He was faster, more determined, and more passionate than any other kid. By the time he was 10, he was already a local star. Coaches and teammates started calling him Crybaby because he would cry if his team lost or if he didn't get the ball. Sounds funny, right? But this Crybaby would grow up to be one of the most competitive and relentless athletes the world has ever seen, leaving home for a dream. At the age of 12, Ronaldo made the hardest decision of his life. He left his hometown, his family, and everything he knew to join Sporting CP's academy in Lisbon. Imagine being just a child, alone in a new city, away from your mother's warmth and your father's protection. He cried almost every night, missing his family and his island. But he never let the loneliness stop him. His mother's words echoed in his mind. "Cristiano, you are our hope. You must be strong." And so, he pushed through the pain. He trained harder than everyone else. When others rested, he practiced. When others played, he worked. But the challenges didn't stop there. His teammates mocked him for his Madeiran accent. They laughed at his skinny frame. Some even told him he would never make it. Have you ever felt like the world was against you? Ronaldo did, but instead of letting their words break him, he let them fuel him. Fighting against all odds, just when he thought things were getting better, disaster struck. At the age of 15, during a routine checkup, doctors discovered that Ronaldo had a racing heart. This condition could end his career before it even began. Imagine being told that the one thing you love the most, the one thing you've sacrificed everything for, could be taken away from you forever. The doctors gave him two choices: quit football forever or undergo a risky heart surgery. For Ronaldo, the choice was clear. Football wasn't just a game for him. It was his life, his destiny. Without hesitation, he chose surgery. It was a dangerous procedure, but he didn't let fear stop him. Just a few days later, while others would still be recovering, Ronaldo was back on the field. After the surgery, Cristiano Ronaldo returned to the football field with more determination than ever before. He knew he had been given a second chance, and he wasn't going to waste it. At just 15 years old, while most boys his age were playing games or hanging out with friends, Ronaldo was already dreaming of greatness. His life revolved around football. Every single day he practiced relentlessly, often long after his teammates had gone home. He ran faster, trained harder, and pushed himself beyond his limits. At the Sporting CP Academy, Ronaldo's talent became impossible to ignore. Coaches marveled at his speed and skill. He had a unique ability to control the ball, dribble past defenders, and score goals from impossible angles. But this wasn't just raw talent. It was the result of his hard work and discipline. Ronaldo's hunger to be the best was unmatched. If he felt his left foot wasn't strong enough, he practiced with it for hours. If his headers weren't perfect, he stayed on the field until they were. Other players laughed at him, calling him too serious, but Ronaldo didn't care. He wasn't just playing football, he was building his future. His coaches often said, "Cristiano trains as if his life depends on it." By the time he was 16, Ronaldo was already training with Sporting CP's first team, a huge achievement for someone so young. Even in this highly competitive environment, he stood out. His speed, skills, and confidence amazed everyone. He didn't just want to be good, he wanted to be the best, no matter who he was up against. Then, in 2003, at just 18 years old, Ronaldo played a friendly match against the legendary English club Manchester United. This match would change his life forever. On that day, he played brilliantly. His speed, footwork, and ability to control the game left Manchester United's players stunned. After the match, Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United's legendary coach, turned to his staff and said, "We need to sign that boy. He's a future star." Within weeks, Ronaldo signed a contract with Manchester United, becoming the first Portuguese player to join the club. But this was just the beginning of a new chapter in his life. Moving to England was a huge challenge. He didn't speak English well, the weather was cold, and the style of football was much tougher than what he was used to. Many players doubted him, calling him too fancy because of his flashy skills. But Ronaldo didn't let the criticism stop him. Instead, he worked harder than ever. He stayed late after training sessions to practice free kicks, penalties, and dribbling. He studied videos of the best players in the world, learning their moves and strategies. His dedication was unmatched. While other players relaxed after matches, Ronaldo went to the gym to build his strength. He followed a strict diet, avoiding junk food and sugary drinks. He once said, "Your body is your temple. If you take care of it, it will take care of you." Within a year, Ronaldo had become one of Manchester United's most important players. Fans loved his exciting style of play, and his teammates admired his work ethic. In 2007, he helped Manchester United win the Premier League, one of the toughest football leagues in the world. He scored an incredible number of goals and provided key assists. But he wasn't satisfied. Ronaldo always wanted more. In 2008, he had one of the best seasons of his career. He scored 42 goals in all competitions, an astonishing achievement for any player. That year, Manchester United won both the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League, the most prestigious club competition in Europe. For his incredible performances, Ronaldo won his first Ballon d'Or, an award given to the best footballer in the world. At just 23 years old, he was officially the best player on the planet. But even then, he didn't stop. What made Ronaldo different from other players was his discipline. He avoided late-night parties and unhealthy habits. He stayed focused on his goals, even when fame and fortune surrounded him. He believed that success came from hard work, not shortcuts. Ronaldo often trained alone, practicing his shots, running drills, and improving his stamina. He was the first to arrive at training sessions and the last to leave. His teammates called him a machine because of his relentless dedication. One of his coaches once said, "Ronaldo's work ethic is like nothing I've ever seen. He's always looking for ways to improve, even when he's already the best." But this was only the beginning of his journey. The road ahead was filled with even greater challenges, unexpected setbacks, and moments that would define his legacy. What happened next would shock the world. In 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo made a life-changing decision that would define the next chapter of his career. He joined Real Madrid, one of the biggest football clubs in the world, for a record-breaking transfer fee of 94 million euros. At that time, no player had ever been bought for such an amount. It was a statement. Real Madrid believed Ronaldo was not just a great player, but a global icon. But was he ready for the pressure that came with it? From the moment he arrived in Madrid, expectations were sky high. The fans, the media, and even his own teammates expected him to perform miracles. Every match, every week, every season. Some questioned whether he could handle the intensity of playing for such a historic club. Others doubted whether he could outshine the legendary players who had worn the famous white jersey before him. But Ronaldo wasn't one to shy away from a challenge. Instead of crumbling under pressure, he used it as fuel. Determined to prove himself, Ronaldo trained harder than ever. He spent hours in the gym, building his strength. He studied his opponents, analyzing their weaknesses. He perfected his free kicks, making sure he could score from impossible angles. His work ethic was unmatched. In his very first season, he scored 33 goals in all competitions, a remarkable achievement. But for Ronaldo, it wasn't enough. It was never enough. By his second season, he was unstoppable. He shattered records, scoring 40 goals in a single La Liga season, the most ever at the time. Fans couldn't believe what they were witnessing. His blistering speed, jaw-dropping dribbling, and deadly finishing made him a nightmare for defenders. But Ronaldo was more than just a goal-scoring machine. He was a leader. He pushed his teammates to work harder. He carried the team on his shoulders during tough matches, refusing to accept defeat. During his time at Real Madrid, Ronaldo developed a famous rivalry with Lionel Messi, who played for Barcelona. Both players were at their peak, dominating world football like no one had before. Fans were divided. Who was better, Ronaldo or Messi? The debate raged on, but Ronaldo didn't focus on the comparisons. Instead, he competed with himself. He once said, "I don't compare myself to others. I compete with myself. I want to be better than I was yesterday." This mindset pushed him to greater heights. One of his biggest dreams was to win the UEFA Champions League with Real Madrid. The Champions League is the most prestigious club competition in football, and winning it is every player's dream. In 2014, that dream became a reality. Real Madrid won the Champions League final against Atletico Madrid, and Ronaldo scored a crucial goal. It was a historic victory, Real Madrid's 10th Champions League title, known as La Décima. But Ronaldo wasn't satisfied with just one. Over the next few years, he led Real Madrid to 3 more Champions League titles in 2016, 2017, and 2018. He became the competition's all-time leading scorer, with over 130 goals, a record that still stands today. In the 2017 final against Juventus, he scored twice, proving yet again that he was the best player in the world. For his incredible performances, he won multiple Ballon d'Or awards, solidifying his place as a football legend. What made Ronaldo different from other players wasn't just his talent, it was his discipline. Every day he followed a strict routine. He woke up early, ate a healthy breakfast, and trained for hours. While other players went out partying, Ronaldo focused on recovery and preparation. He rarely indulged in junk food or sugary drinks. His motto was simple: "Your body is your temple. If you take care of it, it will take care of you." Despite his success, Ronaldo faced criticism throughout his career. Some called him arrogant. Others accused him of being selfish. But he never let the negativity affect him. "Your success is the best response to your critics," he once said. And he proved it time and time again, breaking records and winning trophies. By 2018, Ronaldo had won everything with Real Madrid: multiple league titles, Champions League trophies, and personal accolades. Most players would have been content to stay and enjoy their legendary status. But not Ronaldo. At the age of 33, when most footballers start slowing down, he shocked the world by making a bold move to Juventus, an Italian football club. Many doubted him. "He's too old," they said. "He won't perform well in a new league." But Ronaldo had spent his entire career proving people wrong. He arrived in Italy with a mission: to prove that age is just a number. But could he really dominate a new league at this stage of his career? Could he silence his critics once again? From the moment he stepped onto the field in Italy, Cristiano Ronaldo displayed the same energy, passion, and hunger to win that had defined his younger years. Determined to dominate in a new country, he trained harder than ever, refusing to let age slow him down. Millions watched as Ronaldo made his debut in Serie A, the Italian football league, under immense pressure. Yet, he thrived. In his first season, he scored 28 goals and led Juventus to the Serie A title, proving once again that he was a force to be reckoned with. One of Ronaldo's most iconic moments in Italy came during the Champions League quarterfinal against his old rivals, Atletico Madrid. Juventus had suffered a 2-0 defeat in the first leg, and many believed their chances of advancing were over. But Ronaldo refused to accept defeat. In the second leg, he delivered a stunning hat trick, single-handedly carrying Juventus to victory. After the match, he confidently stated, "This is why Juventus brought me here, to make the impossible possible." At the age of 34, Ronaldo's commitment to fitness and discipline was unparalleled. While many players his age struggled to keep up with younger talents, he seemed to be getting stronger and faster. His intense training regimen and strict diet regimen were legendary. Younger players at Juventus frequently marveled at his work ethic, saying, "We've never seen anyone work like Cristiano. He's a role model for all of us." Despite the challenges of adapting to a new league, Ronaldo used every obstacle as motivation to improve. Serie A was known for its defensive toughness, and some critics doubted whether he could maintain his goal-scoring streak. But Ronaldo's response was to analyze every opponent meticulously, studying their weaknesses and devising ways to outmaneuver them. His efforts paid off when he was named Serie A's Most Valuable Player, MVP, in his debut season. At 35, when many players contemplate retirement, Ronaldo set yet another historic record. He became the first player in history to score 50 goals in the Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A. In a match against Sampdoria, he scored a gravity-defying header that left fans and analysts in awe. His leap was later analyzed by scientists who revealed that he had jumped higher than the average NBA basketball player. When asked how he maintained such an elite level of performance, Ronaldo simply stated, "It's all about hard work, discipline, and the will to be the best." Off the field, Ronaldo was just as inspiring. As a devoted father of 5, he demonstrated the same level of commitment to his family as he did to football. He often shared moments from his personal life, teaching his children about the values of hard work, perseverance, and kindness. In 2020, as the world grappled with the COVID-19 pandemic, football came to an abrupt halt. Many players struggled with fitness and motivation during this period, but not Ronaldo. He turned his home into a personal training facility, sharing workout videos to encourage his fans to stay active and positive. When football resumed, he returned stronger than ever. At 36, he defied expectations once again, scoring 29 goals to become the top scorer of Serie A. In 2021, Ronaldo shocked the football world by returning to Manchester United, the club where he first became a global star. Fans welcomed him with open arms, and his comeback match was nothing short of spectacular. He scored 2 goals in his debut, reminding everyone that he was still one of the best players in the world. His dedication continued to amaze his teammates, with one young player remarking, "Cristiano trains like he's still 20 years old. He inspires us all to work harder." At 37, Ronaldo continued to defy expectations, proving that age was just a number. Despite being one of the oldest active players at the highest level, he remained a dominant force in football. Fans continued to chant his name as he scored goal after goal, demonstrating that his determination and work ethic were truly unmatched. He often reiterated his personal philosophy: talent without hard work is nothing. To Ronaldo, natural ability was merely a foundation. True success required relentless effort, discipline, and sacrifice. As he continued his journey, Ronaldo's legacy was already cemented. He was not just a footballer, he was a symbol of perseverance, excellence, and the unbreakable will to succeed. His story remains an inspiration to millions around the world, proving that with hard work and dedication, nothing is impossible. Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't just a football legend, he was also a devoted family man. His relationship with Georgina Rodriguez, his partner, became a source of strength and happiness for him. Georgina, who came from a humble background, understood Ronaldo's struggles and supported him in every way. Ronaldo often spoke about their love and partnership. "Georgina is my rock," he once said. "She takes care of our family and gives me the peace I need to focus on football." At home, Ronaldo was completely different from the fierce competitor seen on the football field. He was gentle, playful, and loved spending time with his kids. His mornings at home often started with breakfast as a family, followed by playtime with his children. Ronaldo was especially proud of teaching his eldest son, Cristiano Jr., the value of hard work. "I tell my son, success doesn't come from sitting around. You have to earn it," he said. He often trained with Cristiano Jr., pushing him to be his best, but always reminding him that the most important thing is to be a good person. Ronaldo's words inspired not just his family, but millions of fans around the world. Your limits are only in your mind, he believed. He always encouraged people to break free from self-doubt. "Don't listen to critics. Listen to your heart," he said. Throughout his career, he faced criticism, but never let it define him. Dedication, sacrifice, and love for what you do, these are the keys to success, he often reminded people. His mindset was clear. Failure was just a stepping stone to success. "I've missed penalties, lost games, and made mistakes, but each failure taught me to work harder," he said. Despite his success, Ronaldo's life wasn't free from challenges. In 2022, he and Georgina suffered a heartbreaking loss when one of their newborn twins passed away during childbirth. The tragedy left Ronaldo devastated. He later shared, "It was the hardest moment of my life, but I had to stay strong for my family. My children needed me." Ronaldo returned to football shortly after, dedicating his performances to the memory of his son. This loss showed the world Ronaldo's resilience. Even in the face of unimaginable pain, he chose to move forward, inspiring millions with his strength. Off the field, Ronaldo worked tirelessly to give back to society. He donated millions to children's hospitals, funded education projects, and supported disaster relief efforts. "I've been blessed with so much in life," he said. "It's my duty to give back." He also inspired young athletes with his story. Whenever he visited schools or academies, he told the kids, "Believe in yourself, work hard, and never give up. If I can achieve my dreams, so can you." Ronaldo often said, "I don't play football to be remembered as just a great player. I want to inspire people, to show them that with hard work, anything is possible." As he approached his 40s, Ronaldo began planning for life beyond football. He started investing in businesses, from hotels to fitness centers, ensuring his legacy would continue off the field. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey, from a poor boy in Madeira to one of the greatest athletes in history, is more than just a football story. It's a story of perseverance, discipline, and an unbreakable spirit. Now let me leave you with this powerful thought. 96% of people in this world don't follow their passion. They spend their lives working for the remaining 4%, the ones who dared to dream, the ones who dared to take action. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't belong to the 96%. He chose to be part of the 4%. He was a boy with nothing but a dream, yet he turned that dream into reality through hard work, discipline, and an unshakable belief in himself. His life teaches us many lessons. Excuses will never lead you to success. No matter how tough life gets, you must keep going. Ronaldo didn't let his poor background, his father's struggles, or his heart condition stop him. He turned every obstacle into an opportunity. Passion and hard work are unstoppable. Talent can only take you so far. To truly excel, you must give your heart and soul to your goals. Ronaldo practiced harder than anyone every single day because he knew greatness wasn't handed out, it was earned. Stay humble, but hungry. Even after becoming one of the richest and most famous athletes in the world, Ronaldo kept pushing himself to improve. He didn't rest on his success. He chased more because he believed in always growing, always learning. Your struggles are your strength. The pain and challenges Ronaldo faced didn't break him. They made him stronger. He teaches us that every failure, every loss, and every setback can be the fuel for success. So ask yourself, which side do you want to be on? The 96% who settle, or the 4% who create their destiny? Always remember one thing. Only you have the power to change your life. The question is, are you ready to work for it? Cristiano Ronaldo's journey is proof that success doesn't come easy. It requires passion, discipline, and relentless effort. He showed the world that no matter where you start, if you work hard, stay focused, and refuse to give up, you can achieve greatness. But now the question is, what about you? Are you going to settle for an ordinary life, or will you push yourself to be part of the 4% who dare to dream big and make it happen? Remember, your future is in your hands. Excuses won't take you forward. Only action will. So take that first step, work hard, and never stop believing in yourself. because just like Ronaldo, you have the power to turn your dreams into reality. Now, go out there